I want to talk about something. There's a benefit on August 28th, which is my birthday, but it says Pick and Parrot, and it's for some kid that was only like 13 that committed suicide. And it really hits home because I had a brother that was 21 and I was 27, and he committed suicide. And he had called me on like a Monday, and he was like super upset, crying and hysterical, and I calmed him down. And then he called me on Tuesday, and he was like totally different person, like he was at ease, and said, "Can we go out on Wednesday? Will you meet me out at a bar?" Which was my favorite bar. It was Clancy's in St. Pete, Florida. And for all my friends from St. Pete, they know they've been there. Irish fries and Guinness and whatever, live music. And we had like the best time in the world. He was laughing and everything else. He was like totally different person from what he was on Monday when he called me. And then Thursday night, the phone rang and rang and rang and rang. And I was just like so tired. I didn't answer the phone. And I went to work the next day. And when I went to work, I had to go through this toll that was in a beach town, and my tag didn't register, so it was like not paid or whatever. So the store manager comes up to me and he goes, "There's a cop that wants to talk to you." And right away, I had an attitude like, "What the fuck? For a 50 cents toll, this guy's gonna harass me?" So I go back there and I sit down, and he tells me, "Your brother killed himself." And it was like devastating. And they're like, "You could go home." I'm like, "No, I'll deal with it." And I went back and I started working, and no, I couldn't deal with it. I had to leave. I had to call my brother-in-law because he was working with my sister and tell her what happened. So, just a sign. If somebody calls you in distress and the next day they're at ease, know that there's something wrong. And I don't know. Some of you know I'm anti-gun, and you might be pro-gun or might whatever. But if he couldn't get a gun so easy, or if they had to ask other family members, that would have never happened. Maybe he would have found another way, but a gun is instant. And like 30 years later, you know what I thought about? I thought about those poor people that found him in the parking lot across the street from where I had my first job. Now, those poor people had to live with that the rest of their lives, what they seen, just like what I had to deal with, and my sister, and the rest of our family, knowing that this poor kid never got reunited with his brothers and sisters and seen his nephews and nieces and got to have his own children. So, if you see a sign like that, do something. You could save a life. If this saves one life, it's worth it.